Cables are so 20th century. That's a quote we've been using to kickstart wireless charging videos for about 3 years now, but on today's video, you get a twofer. I'm Michael Fisher with Pocketnow, and we're taking a look at the Vu Solo wireless charger and the Vu Mate add-on for the Galaxy Note 4, both of them from TYLT. If you've been watching for a while, you're familiar with TYLT. We took a look at the company's earlier Vu wireless charger back in 2012, a great product that I still use today. We'll be taking a look at the Vu Solo first. If you want to skip ahead to the Galaxy Note 4 portion of the video, there's a timecode in the description below. The new Vu comes packaged in very attractive retail garb, which makes clear that it's not as bendy or as bold as its predecessor, but it also calls out its prime distinction: the alignment ledge that makes it easier to use than other lay-flat charging pads, in theory. Taking the Vu Solo out of its box, the back cover reminds us that a charging adapter may be necessary depending on our phone. That's a detail that's also called out in the paperwork that comes bundled underneath. The power cord is micro USB and flattened in that fettuccine linguine style I love so much, and there's the alignment ledge we'll see more of in a second. The Vu Solo itself is a small, lightweight transmitter with a soft, rubbery landing pad done up in red here. It also comes in green, blue, and even slate gray if you're the more subdued sort. Stripping the protective film off the thing, I'm struck by how light the Vu Solo is. A good thing, since it's built to be portable. To prevent it from sliding around on a desk, TYLT has built in some microgel suction pads on the base. That's nice, but it implies a permanence that I don't like, reminiscent of the old Palm touchstones. I move around a lot, and I like my chargers, especially my portable ones, to be able to move with me. Now, TYLT says you can reposition the pad at will, but I'm not rolling the dice on that today, so we'll keep those covered for now. Plugging the cable into the pad, I'm sad to discover there's no wall adapter in the box. Again, though, this is made to be a road companion, so plugging it into your computer's USB port is fine. Also, most smartphone wall warts will work. Just make sure the output is rated for at least 5 volts and 1.8 amps. Wireless charging won't work as well without that added oomph. Once you're energized, it's a simple matter of dropping a Qi-enabled phone on the pad and watching the electrons flow. The alignment ledge slides when given enough of a push, so you can adjust the sweet spot with a little elbow grease, and a little charging indicator fires up when replenishment is underway. But what if you don't have a Qi-enabled phone? That's where our Galaxy Note 4 demo device comes in. The Note 4 doesn't have the hardware necessary for Qi charging, so we're going to install it in the form of the Vu Mate. This is sold separately by TYLT, and it comes packaged with a few pieces of literature in a small envelope. The Mate itself is small and thin, because it has to be. It needs to fit under the battery cover of the Note 4 without causing a bulge. More on this in a second. Like most TYLT instructions, these are straightforward, and they basically amount to this. Pull off the back cover, locate the charging ports above and beside the battery, peel off the adhesive backing on both sections of the card, and carefully stick it to the phone. Emphasis on carefully. Then replace the cover. As you do, you'll notice it's harder to close the cover on one side of the phone. That's because it does cause a bulge. It is a minor one. You can only see it from certain angles, but the baby bump is definitely there. And if you can't see it, well, the tabletop can feel it. If you have a phone case with tight tolerances, it definitely won't like this very much at all. So, does it work? Yeah, sorta. At first, putting the Note 4 directly onto the plate doesn't elicit a response, which is probably why TYLT included a card with tips on positioning. Trying different orientations, I quickly find that I'm luckier with the green light if I place the Note sideways on the pad, which sort of ruins the whole alignment ledge thing. And even when I had a green light, at first I wasn't actually charging. I had to go back in and reseat the pins, pressing hard and making sure everything lined up perfectly. And even then, I got no charging love from the Vu Solo at first. Only by tossing the Note 4 on the old TYLT Vu did I get a firm zap of juice, and then, finally, it worked on the Solo. The Vu Mate did throw our NFC reception for a loop. It didn't completely disable it as the package warned it might, but it did possibly affect its reception and speed, as it took me several tries to get a reading on this digital tattoo, and I had no luck at all getting a response from other NFC tags. So at the end of the day, would I recommend these devices? Well, I have to say no to the Vu Mate. It's clever and it's pretty, and at $24.99 it's pretty cheap. But it makes the phone bulge, the fit is finicky, NFC is hit and miss, and it makes you charge off-center. Cosmetically, it's a very pretty attempt at bringing Qi to a non-Qi device, but in all, I think it's a better argument for integrated wireless charging than adding it on after the fact. What about the Vu Mate? Well, the so-called alignment system, though clever, is less revolutionary upgrade than plastic tab. Also, it doesn't have the heft or presence of earlier TYLT products, and it doesn't come with a wall wart. And for $20 more, you can get a self-contained wireless charging plate with its own battery, or a Bluetooth-enabled charger with notification light from Microsoft. On the other hand, though, it's the right size for travel, it seems to work well with native Qi smartphones, and it's got much more pizzazz than some other wireless chargers I've seen. So yeah, I like it just fine. If you can't afford the big TYLT Vu, either in terms of its footprint or its price tag, but you still want some edge with your electrons, the Vu Solo is a good solution for wireless charging when you're on the road. For more coverage of wireless charging accessories, check out our other videos, both here on YouTube and at Pocketnow.com, and don't be afraid to press that thumbs up button if you did enjoy this video. Till next time, this has been Michael Fisher with Pocketnow, Captain Two Phones on Twitter, reminding you to keep your alignment tab in the upright and locked position. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time.